Okay, now that I finally have this thing going and I realized that there was only 4 gigabytes of RAM in it, we have this other 133.3, whatever you call it, 1333. And so this is the only RAM that I have that's at that speed. These are both 4 apiece. These are 2 apiece. The 6 cable is 16. We have these modules here. This is a double-sided. These are all low voltage, single-sided. We're going to try and boot it up with these and just see what happens. So I believe this one just booted up like that. And the fan right here, fan right here, fan right here. This seems kind of cool. I need to find another piece for here. I don't know what the hell happened to them. So it's not beeping at me yet. And it should be like a thing right here that will light up. 6-phase LED is what it says. But I don't see the screen coming on either. So that's also not good. Let me make sure that we haven't disturbed anything. So usually with this one, what happens is I have to sit and wait quite a while when I do something weird with the RAM. You can see the screen light pulsated. So we'll wait a second here. So we don't seem to be able to get it to start. It's not beeping or giving it an error, it just won't start. I'll try to reset. See if that does anything. I like how it actually works. So I don't know. So what I usually do next is I'll go ahead and I'll turn it off. And then I'll start to remove one stick at a time. If I touch the button once, it should shut down, but it may not. On these kind of computers, you can't actually power off the power supply because the switch is actually behind here. So you just hold the button, I guess. And then we usually shut it down. I'm going to go ahead and I'll pull one. We'll try these in the separate thing and just see what it does. Because I think this is like dual channel or whatever. Color separated. Okay, so it shuts down and it will reboot. I've seen that. Okay, so it doesn't appear to be doing anything. So we're going to go ahead and shut it off again. Just holding the button. And we'll go ahead and remove the other stick of RAM out of here. Reboot. And it'll either boot up or it won't. I believe this one just does not accept these cards, if I remember correctly, at all, except for the dual-sided one. So what we can do, since we only have so many of these floating around, we have a dual-sided one. It's 4 gigabyte. It goes. These are 4 and these are 4. I can go ahead and put these 2 in here with these 2, or I can put 2 and then that. They're not the same speed though. This is 1600 and this is 1333. So all of these are the same speed, but those are 2s and 2s, 4s and 4s. So maybe getting 8, get 12. Technically, if I stacked it in here a little differently, I could be getting 8, 12. I could get like 14 out of it from what I've got, and then it'd have like a leftover card. You know, but it wouldn't be all the same speed. So we'll shut this down. What I think we'll do is we'll just try all this RAM in there first, and just verify that that even works properly. All right, we got those in there. Just couldn't fire it up. Thing better boot up. It automatically did that, which is a little bit different than what we've seen in the past. and you hear it ramp up. So it likes that RAM. So some stuff just doesn't work in certain computers. It's just kind of goofy how it works. This thing should run quite a bit faster now, especially because I think it did all its updates and stuff like that. So let's see how long it takes. I need to get a solid state hard drive for this one as well, and I'll just clone it and be done with it. I might just put like a really little one in there, you know, just something to run it. Large solid state hard drives aren't exactly cheap yet. Yeah, it's still pretty slow. Once I see this screen, this is where, like, I'm waiting and waiting and waiting every time. Boom, 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 boom. And these things will slowly populate themselves. So we want to pull up the Control-Alt-Delete. Let's see if I can do this. Alt, Control. I guess not. Still needed two hands. Okay. With the Task Manager, we can go in here and see. Oh, it's not trying to open, is it? We'll pull it up again and see how much is it using of the disk. So you see, it's using 0 of the disk, 84% of the CPU, and very little of the memory. And that's better than when we booted it up the other time earlier. Oh, but now it says 100% of the disk. So I think that the limiting factor on this computer is definitely the hard drive. That's definitely what's slowing it down. So I think it's a 500 gigabyte drive in here, but I'm not 100% sure. So probably the easiest solution, just get the same size drive in a solid state version, clone everything, and, you know, I don't have to try and do partitions or weird stuff. So anyway, yeah, 100% using the disk. It didn't say it at first, but it does now. And we can see all these other things that are starting. And it does this every time that it starts up. And it's like I've tried to go through and change things, but this has always been the case with this particular machine. It's always been very, very slow.